By the way, this Windows 10 gaming thing, what is it? Is it any good? Is it worth looking at? I get this little pop-up whenever I play games now. Press Windows and G. Okay, you know what? If you're still getting tearing, I'm sorry. I'm now getting crackling. I'm getting bloody crackling. Okay. Okay, this is really beginning to annoy me now. Don't crackle during my Minecraft music. I think, now that I remember it, don't I have to go and get an awful lot of sand? Okay, so where were we up to? Oh, I don't have smooth sandstone. Oh, really? I don't have smooth sandstone. Oh, God, stutter. Now I'm getting stutters. Oh, God, why does my computer hate me? Computer, behave. Because I got a stutter at possibly the worst moment ever. I thought I was going off the edge there. I really did. Disable SLI. I made it worse and worse. It beats me how the hell I did that. You think it's SLI? You think it's the SLI that's foobarring? Oh, God. Could be. Could be the SLI. Did I increase the render distance last time? I put it back to what it was, which was 16, but we did reduce it to 12 at one point to try and get the frame rate up, didn't we? Because, of course, I'm now... I mean, the frame rate is definitely better when I do 12. Definitely, hands down. I mean, it's a million times better, but... yeah, I don't really know. It is annoying me more than just a little... Okay, then I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am actually going to probably need a lot more sandstone, aren't I? So, smooth sandstone. Normal sandstone. Okay. Windows 10 Minecraft, once it's caught up to the Java edition, will be far better even without mods. Okay, so there is a Windows 10 Minecraft being made. Can we port our saves across? Because that would be kind of important, won't it? Paid DLC and microtransactions. Oh dear. We're so very jaded, aren't we? We're so very jaded. Everyone's jaded. Everyone's so damned negative all the bloody time. I've noticed this. Get that on my Fallout 4 Thoughts videos. It doesn't matter what my opinion is. I am a fanboy and a hater. I am a Bethesda drone and I am a whiner. Same videos. Somebody, you don't believe this? Believe this, right? You know, because of my first Thoughts video where I actually said I liked the world, someone said, oh, another Bethesdrome, unsubbed. Like that was, you know, like that was a punishment. I, a complete idiot, am going to unsub from you. Aren't you now really disappointed that you have one less complete moron following you? Not really, no. Bethesdrone. Why? Because I happen to like the world they made? And the other one was... the other thing that got me a lot in that video was the number of people who'd say, I completely disagree with you. I thought the quests were terrible. What? It's a video about the world, you know. The trees and the buildings and the Yes, but the factions just were terrible, or what? The dialogue. I'm like, dude, seriously. World. It's about the world. Got the same in the voice thing as well. But you didn't mention the dialogue. Well, I wouldn't, would I? Because I was talking about a voiced protagonist. That the two may be related, but they are actually not the same thing. I will, of course, talk about dialogue. But I'm deliberately separating all of these things out so as not to get drawn into multiple conversations. The idea is I want to go through each and every aspect with a fine-tooth comb, discuss the things that I think they got right, the things that they got wrong, how they affect each other, definitely how they affect each other, but I will build upon that. I will talk about the dialogue at some point, of course I will. But I want to separate them out. The problem is, if I talk about them at the same time, you'll get lots of people shifting the goalposts in the conversation section. I've noticed this quite a lot. But yes, I disagree with you. And then say something completely different. Like, but if you're going to disagree with what I say, could you at least reference what I say rather than what you think I've said? It's really annoying. Pet peeve, that is. An awful lot of people think they know what I'm saying. It's like, ah, yes, but you were insinuating that... No, I wasn't. There's a difference between voice acting and script quality. Yes, there is. There absolutely is. There's a total difference between voice acting. There's a difference between script quality. But there's also a difference between whether the voice acting is good and whether or not it works in a game. There's also a complete difference between whether or not, like, it can work, but the question is, does it work to do what that game was expected to do well, for example? Because a lot of people still give me the voice protagonist is definitely the way all games should go. And I'm like, I don't think you actually watched the video because, you know, unless by that what you mean is all games should be made in a way, or you know, for me, if you're saying all games should be story-driven, cinematic games, all games, and no games should be completely open games where you get to make your character, then okay, yeah, that makes sense. But you can't say all games should have a voiced protagonist when a voiced protagonist doesn't suit some types of games. Unless what you're saying is some types of games should never be made because I don't care about people who like those games and the entire universe should revolve around me. Which, I mean, is a very popular argument, I've noticed. They never word it quite like that, but they really are essentially saying that. And as I said, I don't mind people having a preference, because that's not actually what my video was about. I'm not actually saying, you know, oh, I prefer voiced protagonist or I dislike voiced protagonist, because in my particular case, I happen to like both types of game. I don't have a preference. I do appreciate some people do have a preference. The point of my discussion regarding the voice protagonist was regarding whether or not it was a good idea for Bethesda's game. Now, again, people would say, yes, but it was a good idea. I enjoyed it more. And I'm like, I get that. I do get that. I get that you enjoyed it more. And there will be an awful lot of people who did enjoy it more. There will be some who enjoyed it less. But that's not actually what I'm interested in. What I'm interested in is how will this affect their game. So, for example, if the people who like their game are the sort of people who play once through and then stop playing and move on to the next game, will that affect their bottom line if all of the people who used to be the sort of people who would play their game like 5,000 times, and they all just say, well, I've played once and that's all I need to play through. Think of Skyrim. Would Skyrim be the same if we all played through it once and then didn't bother playing a second time? You know, some people would play it a second time the same way as some people will play The Witcher 3 and 4 times through. But let's face it, with games like The Witcher or Mass Effect, probably most people will play once, maybe twice if they really, really liked the game, depending on whether there's other classes. Mass Effect probably actually was one of the games where multiple playthroughs were more likely, purely because, or at least Mass Effect 2, because there was quite a difference in the classes. But you have to wonder, with Fallout, are people going to be as tempted to do a second playthrough as they would have for, say, Fallout 3? And that was my question. That was my... and I'm not even pretending to answer it. I think the answer would be no if it weren't for the modding community, but of course the modding community is there, so it probably still yes. You doubt the increase in sales by those who bought it because of the voice protagonist exceeds the cost of adding it. Oh, hell no. No. My guess is the number of people who bought Fallout 4 because it had a voice protagonist is insignificant, as is the number of people who refused to buy it because it had a voice protagonist. There will have been a few in both camps. And now there will be some people who will have enjoyed it more because of the voice protagonist and some that will enjoy it less. It's pretty simple. But again, what I'm talking about now is, you look at Skyrim. Skyrim has still got a community that are still talking about it, still playing it, still very much promoting it. If it had a voiced protagonist, if that was even possible in Skyrim because of all the different races, would that be the case? Would the modding community be as powerful and as strong if it had a voiced protagonist? Well, again, we'd mod the voice protagonist away, but imagine they made the game in such a way that it was like The Witcher, and playing without a voice protagonist was really hard, tough, if not nigh on impossible. Would people have replayed it very often? And if not, would the modding community have been quite as strong? See, that's my contention. My contention is I don't think so. I think Skyrim would have petered away far quicker. So, it's kind of one of those things of, yeah, voice protagonist might well help with certain people in the early stages and not help with others. But even if, on the whole, it was generally a positive thing at release, oh God, excuse me. The question is, does that necessarily hold true for... I'm pressing wrong keys here. For years later. So... But I think a lot of people didn't quite get that. They didn't quite get what I was trying to go for. Because for me, trying to make Fallout, the Bethesda Fallout, more of a story-driven, emotional, cinematic game may well have been a worthy goal. But I don't think... I mean, I've not finished the game yet, but I don't honestly think I'm going to get to the end of Fallout 4 and feel the same way about it that I feel about, say, Witcher 3 or even Witcher 1. You got to remember, I mean, Witcher 1 was a fundamentally flawed game, technically. I'm pressing all my Fallout keys now. Yes, I am. Witcher 1 was a fundamentally flawed game, technically, and yet I just loved the storytelling in that game. Will I get to the end of Fallout 4 and feel the same way? Because if I don't, then Bethesda have failed to do what a lot of people think they were trying to do, which was have a far more emotional and, impressive main quest. And they've done so at the expense of the one thing nobody could criticize them for, or at least nobody with sanity could criticize them for. And that was the fact that, Bethesda games have always been insanely replayable. That's their thing, isn't it? That is their thing. I don't know. It strikes me as like releasing a Call of Duty game that didn't have very much FPS in it or or catered to a more hardcore FPS audience. Like, I get it. Maybe Call of Duty is fed up. The developers are fed up of, you know, being insulted as though their game was a bit of an arcadey casual affair. But that's what people buy, and that's why people buy that game. And if you go away from that formula and try to go for a more hardcore experience, are you going to get the same audience? Will your game last as long? Blah 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 blah. So that was my point. I'm still rambling on about it. So yeah. But again, it can be modded away, I think. Pretty sure it's not a big problem. I'm more worried about the dialogue, gotta be honest. I'm looking forward to trying an utter psychopath playthrough. I'm thinking I should do that. I'm thinking I should stop pressing that key. I'm thinking I should try a psychopath playthrough. See how it works. I've been told the answer to that is not very well. I'm running out of glass. We are getting very high up. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this still. Okay. We need more. Oh, did I have more glass in here? Oh, I did. I got loads of glass. What am I worried about? God, look at that. Look at this. We got tons of the stuff. Shh. So yeah, the other thing I got shouted at for in those videos was, oh my god, stop saying modders will fix it. This is why Bethesda is so lazy. They did this because they knew modders would fix it. I hate this mentality. No. Bethesda didn't do voice dialogue because they thought, oh, all right, we will spend thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars on voice acting and making a fully voiced protagonist. We will spend all that time and all that money because we're so lazy and we know the modders will fix it by removing all that hard work we just did. No. That wasn't laziness. You can't say modders fix what they break because they're lazy. I mean, and I don't believe that's true of anything. Anyway, I don't think Bethesda get to a point where they go, oh god, you know what? This texture here, it's crap. It's crap. But you know what? The models will fix it. Modders will fix it. They don't do that. I think that's a little silly, to be honest. I think that's completely silly. I think Bethesda would much rather people say, oh, the Bethesda textures were awesome, but, you know, the modders have made something that's even nicer. I think Bethesda would prefer that. I really do. I think it's foolish to think they're just sat around going, all right, yeah, let's just not bother with that. Modders will fix it. I think they honestly, genuinely do their best and they try their hardest and try to make a game that everyone wants to play. I really do. I don't doubt for a second that they really, really meant every single feature and thought every single idea was going to help. I don't doubt it for a second. I don't need laziness or some conspiracy or, oh, they're just in it to make money kind of mentality to explain why they did things like the voice protagonist. It's simple. They thought it'd be a good idea. They just thought it would be a good idea. That's all. And I happen to think that was an error in judgment. It's no more complicated or nefarious than that. It's the same with a number of other things in the game. Of course, I will get to those. Some of you can probably guess which aspects I am going to think were a bad idea. But again, I don't think they did them to grab money. I don't think they did them to appeal to casuals. That's the other one I see all the time. I don't think so. I don't think they tried to appeal to casuals. I kind of reject this whole casuals versus hardcore people thing anyway. And I'm allowed to do that because, of course, I'm firmly in the hardcore camp. And I really kind of reject this idea that they dumb their game down for casuals at all, to be honest. I will be discussing dumbing down when I discuss the skill system. I think people just like to accuse them of stuff like that. I think people like to drama. To be honest, I think people like to drama. Same way as people like to do romantic thinking. It's unacceptable that Fallout 4 is released and modders have to fix it to make it a decent game. People tend to forget that that's always been the way with Bethesda. I mean, well, no, that's wrong. To make a decent game. They make decent games. Morrowind was a decent game. Morrowind was a really decent game. It was. There was nothing wrong with Morrowind. Well, nothing wrong with Morrowind. Morrowind was a decent game. It was. It was a decent game. But it was flawed as hell in a myriad of ways. And I'll tell you now, if it weren't for the modding community, Morrowind is a game I would have played twice. Maybe. And I'll tell you now, it's the same with Oblivion and even Fallout 3. I was thinking about this the other day. It's like, people talk about like, well, you know, modding making the game great as being some sort of new thing. It's not. I loved Fallout 3. I did. I loved Fallout 3. But I have to tell you, if it weren't for the modding community, I would have played through Fallout 3 probably twice. Probably twice. Do you want to know when I played Fallout 3 the first time, I would say the experience was good. I list it as one of my favourite games of all time. But if I was going to be absolutely honest, when I think back on it, it's one of my favourite games of all time, once modded. Here's how Fallout 3 unfolded for me. I got the game immediately, instantly. Big Fallout fan. Started playing it. Really enjoyed the first-person element of it. And certain aspects of it I adored. I just did. I loved leaving the vault. I loved the wasteland. God, I loved the wasteland. I just loved it. I loved some of the quests, things like the one that led you to Three Dog. I loved so much about it. But at the same time, there were moments that, well, it was easy. I mean, Fallout was such a mind-numbingly easy game. Vanilla. It was so easy. It really was insanely easy. I remember I got to level 20 within a couple of play sessions. Level 20 was the cap back then. The cap. Now, I didn't even know there was a level cap at the time. I mean, I thought it was being really clever, like high intelligence. I remember I took the perk that gained experience faster, or the trait or something, I can't remember. And there's one perk where you actually get a free level. I don't know if you remember that. There was a perk where you got a free level. I took that thinking, oh, I'm really blasted along here. Really blasted. Got to like level 20. I was a third the way through the game. I was like a third the way through the game. It was... And then I finished the game, but because there was no more leveling, it didn't feel the same. It didn't feel the same at all. And it was monumentally easy. It was so easy. It was staggering. It really was. And I played through the second time, I think. I'm not even sure I got to the end. I might have. And I think I used some mods. One of them was my own. I think I used my own mod. And that might even be why I played. And I enjoyed it. And had I left it at that, I would have gone away thinking, you know, Fallout 3 was a good game. I enjoyed it. I can't remember why I went back. But... And I don't even remember when... Because Fallout New Vegas came out, was it 2 years after Fallout 3? All I can tell you is when I went back, I think it was the Game of the Year edition had been released, so all the DLC was out. Oh yeah, I remember the second time I played through, they just released Operation Anchorage, and in those days, you got the DLC through Windows Live. I don't know if you remember that. Windows Live. Which was a real pain in the ass, because if you wanted to use Fose, which was the script extender, the Windows Live didn't work. But anyway, so I got it through Windows Live, I believe, on my second playthrough. When I went back to it for what I think was my third playthrough, all the DLC was out. And I went back and I thought, you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to use mods. And I did exactly what probably a lot of you did. I searched for the must-have mods that everyone was suggesting. And I installed them all. You know what I'm talking about. FWE, Mart's Mutant mod, the Iron Sights mod, the texture mod, the beautification mod that made all people look less ridiculously mutated, interior lighting, oh fluff. All the ones that you would almost consider essential, all of those, right? So I decided I was going to install all of those. So obviously I spent the next 3 weeks uninstalling and reinstalling Fallout 3 every time I broke the install. I mean, really, seriously, it took me weeks. It took me weeks. I loaded an old save and was testing the performance and doing everything until I got everything happy. It was like 3 weeks later, I got everything set up the way I wanted to get it set up. Took a backup of my data folder. We didn't actually have Fallout Mod Manager back then. Fallout Mod Manager came out just after I did all this, I think. Or at least well, whatever. And I got it all working, and I started the game up with all the DLC and all of these mods. And I remember I got to Springvale. You know the first town where Springvale, and there's a school with raiders in it. And I remember aggroing the raiders, and they came out, and I got ravaged. I mean, I was so used to Fallout 3, the unbelievably stupid easy. I got mangled badly, really badly, to the point where I played it 2 or 3 times on the battles. I really was not happy. I was like, I don't like this. I hadn't quite got the hang of everything. I was still trying to use VATs. I hadn't quite got the hang of bullet time. But I persevered and spent not very long. I mean, it only took me 3 or 4 tries or something, and then I finally got it. And I think I got it by using grenades, because they had a grenade hotkey. Grenade hotkey wasn't a part of Fallout 3, if you remember that. Sprinting, grenade hotkey, bullet time, all those things. Fallout Wanderers Edition. And of course the raiders, there weren't just a few 3 or 4 raiders. I had Mart's Mutant mod with the maximum settings, so there was something like 25 raiders on the outside instead of 4, and there were a load of tough ones. But I started figuring out all these things, and then I finally killed them. I used cover, I was sprinting for cover, I was using iron sights, and I finished that, and at the end of that battle I was like, yes! Yes! Right? Like punching the air, absolutely loving it. And that was it. I went on to play like that with all these difficulty mods, and oh yeah, and if you remember, it slowed the leveling down 4 times. You leveled 4 times slower, and by then the level cap was 30. So I didn't actually reach the level cap. Until I think it was just as I was getting ready for the last DLC, the Brotherhood of Steel one, the whatever it was called, and that felt okay. It felt okay to do the last DLC max level, but there was this sort of progression the whole way through, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Primary needs, no fast travel. Fallout Wanderers Edition, disabled fast travel. You had a bike, I believe. You had a bike that you could fast travel. You guys remember from Will's playthrough? God, I loved that game. I loved that playthrough. I just, honestly, it was just such a different game. And I fell in love with modding big time. I'd modded before. I modded Morrowind, I modded Oblivion, but this was the first time I'd modded the game into absurdity. Broken Steel, that's it. I played it until it was, I can't remember how many playthroughs I did at that point. I basically played until Fallout New Vegas came. But here's the thing. I did almost the same thing with Fallout New Vegas, except this time I knew I didn't take a break. I played through once, but honestly, I spent more time making mods during the first few months than I did playing, and my playing was okay. I don't remember my first playthrough of Fallout New Vegas. For me, Fallout New Vegas didn't get really fun until Project Nevada. Project Nevada was what turned Fallout New Vegas into fun. Really, just really fun. Skyrim was actually the first game that they made where in its unmodded state, I really did get a kick out of my first playthrough. I did. I enjoyed. There was still a lot of things, and I was modding all the way through. I started adding mods pretty early on, lighting mods, Darker Nights mods, even some texture mods, that type of thing. But I didn't actually have any gameplay overhaul mods. I don't even think I had things like Convenient Horses. No, I installed those for Steve, and he was like my 7th playthrough or something stupid. So anyway, so what was my point here? Right. So when people start to talk about how, you know, we shouldn't give them a pass because the modding community will fix their game, or, you know, we shouldn't let them think they don't have to do these things because the modding community will fix it. They always use that terminology. Well, too late. If you think that's what they think, fix. If you think of their games as broken and the modding community fixing it, whereas I tend to think of the modding community just makes it better. If you think, oh, well, we can't let Bethesda know that's going to happen. It's been happening since Morrowind. I'm sorry, I love Morrowind. But Morrowind unmodded annoys the living daylights out of me. It annoyed me the first time I played through because of certain things. And I only modded a few things in Morrowind, but it made a world of difference to me. A world of difference. Bethesda, no. The modding community will add options and features that some people would like. They know it. They've always known it. Saying things like, oh, we can't let them know that the modding community will do this. It's ridiculous because the modding community will do it. So even if this was some nefarious, lazy plan of Bethesda's to get free work, they know it's going to happen. So why bother trying to pretend it's not? People say, you know, this is why they release crap games, because people like you say the modding community will fix it. Bethesda don't listen to me. Bethesda don't say, oh, hey, Gopher says people will fix it. Oh, all right, let's release some crap then. No, they don't. No, they don't. They release games that are not crap. I'm sorry, they're not crap. I know it's trendy to hate on them. They release games that are not perfect. And in many ways are games that can frustrate and irritate me, a fan of theirs. I would have to say I'm probably more of a modded Bethesda game fanboy. So anyway, where I was, I had a point. I actually, believe it or not, I actually had a point. What did I mod in Morrowind? One of the things I modded in Morrowind was the leveling system, which I thought was asinine. I hated the leveling system in Morrowind. So I used a mod that actually made it so you gain stats slower, but in a more sensible manner. I got really annoyed at doing all those. Every time you have leveled up, sleep to gain a level and assign points, and then you sat there and go, okay, right, I've gained 7 points in endurance-based skills. Okay, no, okay, right. I've got to run out and fight a rat for 4 hours and just block him until my block has increased, whatever it was that was endurance. And yeah, I've got to run. So I'll face the corner here and I'll put a piece of sticky tape over the run key and I'll go away for dinner and come back and my run skill will have raised up. Run skill isn't one I actually use for leveling, but it will increase, it will give me the stat boost I want. They had this horrible asinine system that if you didn't do that, it would punish you for unusual builds. For example, I always liked to play light armored warriors. But, you know, like Conan the Barbarian type thing, right? But if you played that sort of character and just played it the way you would naturally play it, what would happen is he would have very low health because his endurance would never raise. Just because of the way they did it, his endurance would never raise. And of course the game is balanced for certain things. So you'd feel slightly obliged to actually go through these little hoops to macro manage stuff, and it just annoyed me. So I used a mod that tweaked it, and basically you didn't actually assign strength points like that way anyway. So it kind of handled it automatically, and you actually got less powerful, but it didn't matter what build you were going for, you played more naturally. It's difficult to describe. I'm getting really high up now, aren't I? We're almost at the platform. That's where we're going to. Isn't the tower high enough? When we get to... Well, no. When I bang my head on the skybox, we're done. I think what we're doing is we're stopping a little below so we can have some sort of building, and then I'm going to have some way of getting up to the top of the building and standing on the roof and jumping up and down and not being able to because I'm hitting the skybox. It's my current plan. Broken and annoying are not the same thing. Correct. And yeah, that's one good way of saying it. So anyway, I think what I'm saying is I think a lot of people in the modding community, or a lot of people who are used to modding Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, were kind of expecting Fallout 4 to come less modded. With less need of modding, and I was. I'm gonna come out and say it. I was expecting them to pay more attention to what the modding community had made and include certain things, and they did. Settlement building, that's straight from the modder's handbook, isn't it? It really is. Weapon mods, they added those in a very interesting manner. There's all sorts of ways in which they... We need a lot more glass than that. Come on. So we're actually too far for the smelter to work. We're too far away for the smelter to work. Which is unfortunate. Someone tell me the skybox limit isn't an invisible wall. Is it not? What? I can just keep going forever? We're going to need a lot more glass then. Okay, let's have a look. Will I make mods for Witcher 3 when the red kit comes out? I might, but I'm not sure actually, to be honest. I wanted the Witcher 3 to have a really, really strong modding representation, but I have a feeling it's just not gonna happen. There's a limit for building. Oh right. So what you're saying is I can't build over a certain height, but it won't stop me jumping up and down. I won't actually bang my head on the ceiling. Oh. Oh, that's fair enough. The Witcher 3 mod kit was not atrocious. Oh, right now it's atrocious. Oh, the red kit thing. Oh, okay, right. This is a good thing to do while you're waiting for sand to smelt. Oh, I missed it. It's probably easier if I actually look this way, don't I? Don't get glared by the sun. A little easier to see the bubbles, I think. Come on, bubbles. I'm curious how many people are actually... 487 people watching the Block Man fish. What a weird game, really. So yeah, I need more smelters, probably. Have you stopped? I'm waiting for glass. I'm waiting for glass. So yeah. Here's the thing. One of the great things about my my Fallout 4 series is it is going to annoy both sides of the how to describe them? The drama squad. Yeah, that's a good way. I'm going to annoy both sides of the drama squad. The people who think it's the perfect game are going to be annoyed because I am, spoiler alert, I'm going to pick more than my fair share of things apart with Fallout 4. But the people who think it's the worst thing since ever are going to hate me because I'm going to find things that I like about it. And I'm also going to say things like, well, this aspect is annoying, but in actual fact, the modding community can fix it. And they're going to go, stop saying that! And in fact, I might even make a video saying that. I might even make a video saying, it's okay, guys, Fallout 4 one day will be great because we'll mod it that way. And that's okay. And I'm just going to leave it like that. Just drive them nuts. So, yeah, I mean, you know, if you're curious, I'm enjoying playing the game. I am enjoying playing the game. And as far as I'm concerned, it's probably going to be a game I'm playing for years. Although, again, probably mostly because I can take the voice away. The dialogue, the lack of evil options, as people keep pointing out, could well hinder some potential playthroughs, but I don't know. I mean, you know, I could do a sarcastic run through, right? I could do a sarcastic run. Let's face it, I could do something where it's not really evil, but it's just annoying. I could do a run through like that. I could do a modded run through of Mr. Sarcastic. It would basically be Richard in Boston. And my torch is so bloody bright. Okay. So, you know, I mean, I could do it. And I'm sure I'll absolutely adore the playthrough over and over. And once we get some mods for the game, I'm probably going to enjoy it more and more and more. And that's going to upset a lot of people who really want me to hate it. And you'll get over it, basically. You will. So, well, if you don't, then, well, you're going to be frustrated, aren't you? So, I don't want to give too many spoilers about my thoughts. I suspect a lot of Fallout 4 to be a bit of an experiment. And some of it's going to be like, oh, okay, we did that right. And then some of it's going to be like, okay, people didn't like that, did they? Let's spooky. So, you know, I mean, that's a nice looking tower. Of course it's a nice looking tower. Fallout 4 has gotten a little boring. Here's the thing, though. You say it gets boring. How long have you been playing it? Because if it's more than 40 hours, you got your money's worth. I've been playing 125 hours. Now, a lot of that is mod testing, but I think I'm about 65 to 70 hours into my save at the moment. And I've got a feeling I'm pretty far. PCat, thank you for the resub. I'm about 65 or 70 hours into my playthrough at the moment, and I have a feeling I've not even scratched the surface still, so yeah. If Fallout 4 got boring, change direction. You can call it an experiment from Bethesda using the same engine for years. Well, yeah. I'm hoping they get a new engine soon. I really am. I do think it holds them back. But at the same time, it does allow them to produce games that are fairly large, fairly packed with content, and at the same time, fairly moddable. People do not understand how much more complicated it is for them to try and make a game with two things in mind. One, the vast open nature of their games. The vast open nature of their games make their games a lot harder to make. They do. Whether you like it or not, the fact that you could be a variety of different characters, playing a variety of different playstyles, and pretty much do whatever you want, wherever you want, and just wander around, makes it so much harder for them to make everything work and be bug-free. Really is. You get a game where it's pretty linear, it's 1,000 times easier. So, Bethesda are at the end of the scale where if it can go wrong, it will. Add to that the fact that they make the game moddable, so inherently the game is pretty open architecture as well. It's a recipe for problems. In many ways, I'm stunned at how few problems Bethesda games have. Fallout 4 actually has been, for me, as stable as they get. The only crash I had occurred while I had Shadow Boost installed, so I'm not even totally convinced it wasn't Shadow Boost that caused the crash. I've not had a single crash apart from that. I think it was one crash. So thing is, I'm not shy about criticising them. I will criticise the living daylights out of them if I think they've done something wrong, and have done, and do so. But at the same time, I'm just not one of these people who can look at a game like Fallout 4 and say, oh, 10 out of 10, perfect. There are very few games that deserve 10 out of 10. I think The Witcher 3 is one of them. It's just, and it's not perfect. I mean, no game is perfect. But Witcher 3 is, they just did such a good job. They got so much right. It's staggering. But Fallout 4, there's a lot going for it. I would say it is a good game. I think once we mod it, it'll be a great game. But there are people coming out and saying 0 out of 10. Get a grip. Nobody can take you seriously when you do that. Nobody can take you seriously when you rate a game 0 out of 10, unless the game is literally unplayable. And it's always the same thing. Always the same criticisms. Oh, they dumbed it down because, and then they'll describe something that I'm like, that's not dumb. It's just something you don't like. I mean, it's like me saying, like, I don't like the voice protagonist. I don't. It's not that I don't like the voice protagonist, the actor, and it's not even like the voice protagonist is stopping me playing the current playthrough, because I think his voice suits the character I'm playing at the moment, because I'm playing a fairly 20th century mild-mannered kind of guy. I just don't think it's good for the game. But I was like, oh, that's because they've dumbed it down for casuals. No, they just thought they would get more emotional attachment to the story if they did that. And they may even be right. They may even have a point. My point with regards to that is it comes at a cost. And that cost is a severe one for the game that they make. That's my argument. But I guess the problem with that argument is it's nuanced. And I have noticed that if there's one thing the internet detests more than somebody on the opposite side of an argument, it's somebody who uses nuance in an argument. Cerebus Flame and Yotemoto, thank you for the resub. You don't agree with me. You're a moron. You're being reasonable. You're a bigger moron. Seems to be the way of things, doesn't it? Oh, by the way, if you've been posting on my my video on my channel recently, and you've noticed a few of your posts being withheld for review or being blocked, it's very possible you were using a word that is now on the blocked list. I was looking at some of the statistics and noticed a massive a massive increase in in the usage of certain words. For example, certain swear words like the C word and the T word. And here's the thing, right? I don't block people or ban people or remove comments where, oh God, I'm really getting this badly wrong. The F word, when the F bomb. Because I don't actually have a problem with that word. I know a lot of people think I do, but I actually don't. I don't say it, but that's a habit. That is a habit because I wouldn't say that if I were working, and I've always treated this like I was working. So, you know, that's just a habit. That's a habit. I don't say the C word and the D word because they are hugely offensive words. Hugely offensive words. And, you know, here's the thing. The F word can be used in a variety of scenarios that are not necessarily all that offensive. What the f? Okay, it's not necessarily offensive, or you know, even complimentary. People have said, "My God, this video was effing helpful, or effing brilliant." You know, you can do that. You can actually use the words, the F word, in a manner that is almost complimentary. I have yet to see the C or the T word used in a manner that is positive. I know it's theoretically possible, but practically it never actually happens. And after reviewing a number of these comments and noticing the trend to be when those words were used, those comments were trolls. Hands down, flaming trolls, or people who definitely do not belong. I have blocked those words. So if for some reason you've decided to use one of those words in a non-offensive context and found your post didn't appear, you now know. So, there you go. My apologies if for some reason you really, really did want to use that word for something. I can't for the life of me imagine what that was. Oh, the same is true for the word retard. Now, I actually have nothing against the word retard, because it's a verb, an adjective, and so on. It can be used. It can actually be used in a lot of circumstances. You can describe things as retarded without it actually being an offensive insult. The word actually has a meaning. Yes, it does. But I also noticed when reviewing the statistics that there was never a single instance of the use of the word retard that was not bloody offensive. Every single solitary time somebody used that word, it was in an offensive, insulting, and entirely unnecessary manner. So I blocked that one as well. So yeah. Freedom of speech is dead on Gopher's videos because you can't call me or anyone else a retard. Going full retard. Yeah, I mean... It's not the word itself. It is not the word itself. In an effort to... Because I can't police certain of my videos at the moment because I'm avoiding spoilers, I can't police them. Normally I would police them, find people who are posting comments like that and, you know, banhammer them. But I can't do that now, so I've got to rely on an automatic filter, and the sort of comments we want removing seem to contain certain words over and over and over again. And again, like I said, I do appreciate you can use the word retard in an acceptable manner, or in a manner that might be insulting, but in a less offensive manner. But unfortunately, all I can tell you is some of the comments were, they were making the comment section a place where no rational person would want to step foot. It's just, you know. And I always like the fact that my comment section is relatively mature, relatively constructive, and I want to keep it that way. Pcat said hi. Hi, Pcat. Gopher likes freedom. I just don't like idiots. Oh no, I'm all for freedom. Oh, I would never ever dream of removing your freedom to call me a retard. Honestly, seriously. You can parade around the street with a sign saying Gopher is a retard. Honestly, I will defend your right to do that. I'm just not inviting you in. You're not coming in for a coffee, okay? That's all. That's all it is. Feel free to picket, parade, and call me a retard, but don't knock on the door and say, "Can I use your toilet?" Okay? Because no is the answer. Nothing personal. Well, it is personal. Just I don't like you. Go away. Okay? That's all. That's not. You still have the freedom. Have fun. So yeah. What is the T word? If you don't know what the T word is, you don't want to know it. The comment section on YouTube are the very definition of a place no sane person wants to be at. But the thing is my comment section always weren't that way. But I did notice on some of the mod vaults, some of the people turning up were incompatible. It was on the mod vaults I noticed it. I was kind of stunned, and then I had someone looking at my Let's Play Fallout 4, and they basically sent me a message after a few days saying I can't do it anymore. It was more along the lines of, "Don't make me go back, please. I can't take it. They're horrible." So I actually went and visited the comment section because I was too curious. I had to do it. I had to go. I went and looked at some of the earlier Fallout 4 Let's Plays videos, and let's just say I was like, "Whoa, what? Whose comment section is this? Oh my god! Whoa!" So yeah, it was pretty bad. An influx of new people in modding might have something to do with that. Oh yeah, no, it is. It's new people. It's people who've come along, and you always get that. Anytime there's a new development in modding, you always get. I mean, when the creation kit comes out, when the GEC comes out, what we're gonna get is a load more mods, and we're gonna get a load more people interested in mods, and we will get this uptake of people posting stuff like, "Why is this so complicated? Can't you just make it so I click one button? You're lazy, you are." To me and to all the modders. "Fix this! I was told I could mod my game. I just want to press a button and have all the best mods installed. Do it! Or you're lazy and incompetent and stupid, and I want my money back." Or something. You'll get that. You're going to get that. "Oh no, people said bad things to me over the internet," goes and cries in the corner. Are you trying to be funny, mate? Are you trying to be funny? It's not about people saying bad things about me on the internet, although there is a part of that. You know when you've been called a moron the first 300 or 400 times, it's mildly irritating. By the 3,000 or 4,000th time, you do want to slap these people a little bit, right? But it's not about that anyway. It's not about that. It's about having a comment section where there is a friendly discourse, a comment section where I want to be and interact with my viewers. That's all. It's about decorum. It's about politeness. People wouldn't talk to me like that to my face, ever. Nobody would say these things to anyone's face, I doubt, very greatly. So I don't see why they feel they can say it on the internet. And it's the whole, it's because nothing bad will happen to me, so I can say mean things. Well, I've got no time for people like that. I've got no time for people like that. I do not enjoy their company. I do not like them being around. I'm not crying in a corner. I'm just pushing them out of all the corners so that the whole room is somewhere I enjoy being. MXR did a brilliant mod installation section. He just told people to click the MMM installation button. Nice one. I like that. I like that. If people come along and say, this tutorial is... you should link that to me. I should do that. I should add that to my Nexus Mod Manager install mods that tutorial. If you think this is taking too long, then here's a link to a video that will do it shorter. I've got absolutely nothing against short tutorials. If someone else wants to make a short tutorial, that's fine. I think you do the community a service. You'd absolutely do the community a service. You know, I don't do those tutorials. I do in-depth tutorials. That's what I specialize at. I don't do, you know, because you know me. If you said to me, okay, I want you to do an installation tutorial in 2 minutes for how to install mods on Nexus Mod Manager, I'd do it in 15 seconds. And it would be, hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be teaching you how to install mods today. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to go off and read all the documentation like the rest of us did, you lazy bum. The end. And because now, I either go full verbose, I will tell you everything, or if you force me to be brief, I'll RTFM. Off you go. Have fun. So many of us don't exist. Can I call you Thunder? No, you may not. And if you do it again, I will have you banned. That is not... I don't even know why you would think that was funny. It's not... It's not big, it's not clever, no one's impressed kind of thing. I just... One psychological investigation I especially enjoyed was the conclusion that trolls on the internet are also jerks in real life. They probably are. They probably are. But they probably hide it better. I mean, that's the thing. I don't think trolls are some special subcategory of humanity. I think probably 1 in 5 people you meet in real life are a troll. They just don't do it because they know they'd get their teeth smashed in. That's it. That is it. There are just... We all know them. You do. You know them. You know people like this. You may even have friends who are like that. Yeah, they won't say anything mean to you. They'll say mean things to certain people if they think they've got power over them. They'll crack jokes that are just inappropriate. They'll snicker if you may even be friends with them, but you wouldn't rely on them in a time of need type thing. We all know people like this, and they get on the internet. They've got anonymity, and of course they go bonkers. It's not like a special character. They're not like, oh my god, trolls. They're the weirdest, strangest, saddest people alive. No, there's quite a lot of them in real life. That's all. They're just, you know. So I'm a massive troll, but I don't want to actually offend anyone. I'm not totally sure you can actually do that. You're more rude in real life than on the internet. I am, Pixel. That I am in a nutshell. I am in a nutshell. I swear more in real life than I do on the internet. I am a lot less forgiving. You'll probably notice I'm a lot less forgiving of foolishness in a live stream than I am on my channel. And this is because... Okay. Sorry, I'm reading a message from Naf. I got it, Naf, thanks. But yeah, I mean, because the thing is if someone comes along and smack talks me in a stream, my first instinct is to smack talk back. It is. It's just when I'm typing, I have 3 or 4 seconds to reflect on what I'm posting before I post it, and my brain goes, "Is this something that will get the response you're looking for?" And normally I'll go, "Probably not. Fine." Whereas, you know, in a live stream, someone comes along and goes, "You're an idiot." My first response is probably not the politest. Darkest Dungeon got another update last month, just to let me know. Okay, that's nice. Another class. Okay, we got a bit more. This is... I know I need more smelters. Can't be bothered making more smelters. Trolls are people too. Yeah, they are. Of course they are. But, you know, there are plenty of people who could do with a kick in the nudges. There are. I've got to go down and find those guys one day, haven't I, and fill that bloody cavern. Oh! That was a tip. I've got the tips turned off. God damn it. Sorry about that. Oh! I love your accent. Well, thank you very much. Oh. I'm trying to read the chat and go up at the same time. Do you have the adhesive to build the tower? I know. Oh my god. Adhesive. Bloody adhesive. I've now got enough screws to last forever, and I need fibre optics, and I still need bloody adhesive for everything. Can't believe they've done that to me in Fallout 4. It's a stroke of genius. Was a stroke of genius. Oh dear. There are many parts of Fallout 4 that are really just a great step forward. The settlement building, I think, is one of them. It's not perfect, it's not expensive, but from the looks of the mods that are coming out, it's so easy to expand that I honestly think the settlement building could be the thing that people are going to be playing. Where's my bloody floor? Have I got an Enderman around here? Where's my bloody floor? It was annoying, wasn't it? Okay. Alright, anyway. Oh god, have I... Should have told me my sandstone was running out. I would have picked more sand up while I was bloody down there. Oh my god. I've got this horrible feeling I need to go back to the desert. Does anyone else get this feeling I need to go back to the desert? I need more sand. Or... Well, we're going to make this the first platform, right? We're at height. Where are we? 234, and so we've got 22 blocks above this. So we're going to make this the final platform. Then we're going to have like a domed building or something, and then maybe some sort of spike tower. Isn't that what we were doing? That's what I was doing, wasn't it? Yeah. Do you think I can do that without dying? Oh my god. Oh yes. Back to the desert. Yeah. Oh. I'm really glad I found that desert, and I'm really glad I made that nether train. I don't know, that's just another one of those things I'm ridiculously proud of. Or, I mean, yay, you didn't die. You're not very nice, Quadico. It's just, you're a terrible person. Gotta tell you this. Oh god, really? Guys, it's time to go back to the desert. It really is. What? Where's my spade? Is this modded Fallout? Where are you? I have a present for you. Here, Enderman, 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 Enderman. You hate Minecraft music? Like, I'm not for the death penalty, but honestly, comments like that make me rethink. They really do. How can you hate the Minecraft music? Game of the Year 2015, Witcher 3. Next daft question. Don't get me wrong, I'm a Fallout fan, I'm a Bethesda fan, but... And Fallout 4 once modded to high hell, once modded to absolute high hell with tons of quest mods, you know, like the equivalent of New Vegas bounties. For, you know, once we get those, once we get all that, oh god, Fallout 4 could be awesome. But Witcher 3 is awesome. Right out of the gate, right out of the box. Oh, these guys must miss me. Witcher 3 is just phenomenal. And this is not... I mean, here's the thing. There was... I honestly wasn't expecting... I think my expectations for Fallout 4 were a lot lower than most people's. I really do. I think that might be one of the reasons why, you know, I'm not as angry as most people. I think, you know, a lot of people were like, but the graphics aren't as good as I was expecting. Pretty much exactly what I was expecting. In fact, slightly better than I was expecting. So I get this feeling that, you know, there was... Okay, we've already got one. A lot of people just had unrealistic expectations. How would I compare The Witcher game to one another? I'll do that another time, The Witcher game comparison. But yeah, I mean... Oh, guys, no, 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 no. No, get off my track. Can you... Oh, yes, I can push them off because of this. Oh, right. Okay. Brilliant. I can push them off. Okay. Okay. That's nice. That's good to know. Really? I had all this sand and I didn't send it. What was I doing? What was I thinking? Why did I have all this sand and not use it? Do I not have a sword over here? Have I not got a sword over here? Come on, I must have a bloody sword. There's swords and stuff everywhere. Let's see what we got through there. Will not playing Witcher 1 and 2 hinder your Witcher 3 experience? Not really, no. I would recommend playing them if you've got the patience of a saint. But if not, I would probably say, you know what, just skip them. They're games that will test your patience to the limits. So... if I were you, I would probably read up a synopsis of what happened in Witcher 1. Honestly, though, I would suggest playing Witcher 2. Witcher 2's not that long a game. I'd read a synopsis of Witcher 1, or you could watch my Let's Play. I did a Let's Play of it. There you go. Fluff. I thought it had lots more. I thought the bar was the shader bug. God damn it. Okay, fine. But I think Witcher 1 had a better story. Oh. I think Witcher 1 had a better story than Witcher 2. Witcher 2 had a very good story though, as well. I mean, we're nitpicking. Where are my diamonds? I've got to have some spare diamonds up. Please tell me I got some diamonds over here. Thank you. I only need one, I suppose. I should have some sticks. Where's my sticks? Oh, was that my efficiency spade that I just broke? That was my efficiency spade. You know what I don't really need? An efficiency spade. I really don't. I just do not need an efficiency spade. It's just really not that necessary. You preferred the story in 2? The story in 2 was pretty good. The story in 2 was pretty good, but the story in 1 was incredible. I think they did a really good job with the main story, at least. The shovel was annoying. Yeah, it may have actually been too bloody fast and efficient. You'd try and dig up some sand and you'd dig up... It was kind of like a nuke of a spade, wasn't it? I mean, everything I touched just disintegrated nearby as well. Mind you, this does feel slow now. I'll have to do some enchanting sometime. I'll need to get my levels back, actually, don't I? I need to go mining again, then, to get my levels back. Oh, my God. Make a mine over this side, though. Oh, I need a diamond pick. I need a diamond pick. Let's just stick with sand for now. So what are we doing? Yeah, no, Witcher 1 was frustrating to play. But I'm glad I did. Oh, no, somebody told me the trick to this, if you don't want to pick up anything that is not a... Oh, I can do it like that. I can do it like that, really? So I said, just do that. And now you won't pick up anything except sand, which is geniusly simple. So thank you for that suggestion. The gameplay wasn't bad. It was. The gameplay was pretty bad. More importantly, though, there were all these really, really bad things like the NPCs. Their dialogue was bad. I mean, it was. They used pre-recorded lines, and you'd get them say, the NPC would say something really, really angry or something, and then the next second they'd say, "What do you need?" in a really polite, friendly manner, and it all just did not work at all. But the funniest was, I can't remember which one it was. One of the dwarves changed voice depending on which line you picked. There's little things like that. It was. And everybody looked so ridiculously ugly, except the women, who all looked pretty cute, except Gran, who was terrifying. I mean, there was a lot of things wrong with it. And yet, it didn't matter. It was just an awesome game. Great story, great atmosphere. Yeah, I mean, this is one of the things. I'm wondering if it's going to be possible for somebody to actually change the dialogue lines of the entire Fallout 4 game. I will bet you any money somebody will try and do it. At least, I mean, I can actually imagine people just going through one quest at a time, tweaking the lines, adding an absolute evil bastard line, and then actually having to change the quest so certain things might happen. Maybe you know, they attack you or something. I can imagine people actually doing that. That would be an epic undertaking. It really would. But could you imagine if somebody actually made a mod that allowed you to play evil in a game where that was pretty hard? They'd have to remove the voice acting, obviously. That would be, you'd need voice dialogue over. Okay, I'm half expecting someone to do that now. I am half expecting someone to do that. Or even better, do the entire thing and get someone to, someone with a really evil voice, some utter maniac voice to do the voiceover so you can play complete psychopath. Oh, right, what's his name? Is it Trendane? Who is it who does a really good Sheogorath impression? Is it Trendane that does voice act? I can't remember. Who is it that does voice acting and can do Sheogorath? I'm trying to remember what the... I want a Sheogorath run through. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Jeez! Yeah, I mean, it'd just be like... Oh, God, yeah, no, do it. Someone do it. No, Wes Johnson's the one who did the actual voice, but there's somebody who does a really good impression of him. There's somebody who does a really good impression of him. Naf knows him. I remember, I'm sure I did. A Gary playthrough. Yes, just replace all the lines the protagonist says with Gary. Oh, you know someone's going to do that. And then you just have to guess what you're saying. But for some reason, everybody else seems to understand Gary differently. Oh, they've put themselves in for a world of ridicule with a voice protagonist, you know that. So it was Trendane then. It was Trendane who does the really good Sheogorath impression, isn't it? Miles away. Yeah, Emmaus Mortar. Eric Cartman. Oh God, find somebody who can do an Eric Cartman impression and get them to do all 13,000 bloody lines. No. Get them to just do one line for each conversation and then change it so that when it appears, it replaces the sarcastic one. It always replaces the sarcastic one. I kinda need my pickaxe. Yes, I do. Oh, no, stay away from my wall. Okay, sand. Didn't see him, I really didn't. Do I really mind a hole in the sand here? Kind of a little bit, actually. Oddly enough, I do. Oh, that's kind of sad, isn't it? I really do. I don't want a hole in my bloody sand here. I'm using sand to fill this hole up. God, that's annoying, isn't it? It was such a neat hole. It often is. I noticed that. Okay. Right. See ya, Eskimo. Yeah, so says, thank you, my OCD was tinkering. And yeah, it would have annoyed me as well. Okay. Could you give me a second? Oh, I haven't eaten. I haven't eaten. That was foolish. That was foolish. Okay, and just to pick up some sandstone. Do need sandstone as well, actually. Whew. Damn it. Is that a creature? I cannot tell. Wrong. Oh, did I use the wrong pick? Oh, god damn it. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Double Enderman. Gonna steal my... I got you. Yeah, you think that's funny? You think that's funny? You think that's funny? Oh god. Okay, that's funny. Yeah. Oh! I think he did more damage to you, didn't he, eh? Yeah. Oh. I'll pick up Enderman pills because. Go for their legs. Yeah. What is this? VATS. Do VATS. Do VATS. Get a crit. I spend an awful lot of time going into VATS just to get bloody crits. It's really annoying. They need to allow us to generate crits from non-VATS shots. That needs to be a mod. It just needs to be a mod really badly. Yeah, bullet time would be nice, but I think you should just be able to generate crits from every single shot. I don't see why crits in shots in VATS generate crits, but shots outside of VATS. Oh god, you son of a. You're not really helping much, actually. Okay. Okay, I probably need to go and rest a little bit while I get my health back. And... don't bother with crits. No, crits can be really, really useful against the legendaries. So what I like to do is generate a crit up, build a crit up, and then leave it in VATS. Just leave it there. And then when we get a legendary, I've got a crit ready. It's like, you know, preparation. Oh, that's it. And voila, and woo! If that comes back, I'm going to be really annoyed. Be like, Oh! It's just gonna keep coming back, isn't it? Damn it! Fine. I'm gonna have to build the force field tunnel thing. I am. I'm gonna have to build the force field tunnel thing. It's really annoying. It's just. I'll be doing all DLC in my playthrough. Of course I will. Okay. All right. So. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a lot of glass just for the force field. I'm gonna need it, I think. Set some sand to cook. Ah, yeah, that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? But no, it won't cook while I've got to be in the nether for it to cook. I've actually got it to be in the nether for it to cook. So what I'll probably do is just cook it before I go. That is probably what I will do. And then just sit there AFK while I, go get snacks and stuff. I have a furnace at the gate. Do I have a furnace at the gate? Oh, I do have a furnace at the gate, don't I? I have a furnace at the gate. Let's go and set up some glass, and then I can do. Yeah, no, that's a good idea. That is a jolly good idea, isn't it? Give me the sand back! Son of a... They really are annoying. Oh. Oh. He brought me sand. He was not bringing me sand. He was stealing sand. Don't make excuses for him. Dear, oh dear. I think I'm that... We don't actually have any bloody... You think... You think he was actually bringing me sand? Like, here you go. I know you wanted it. Oh, why am I doing that? Okay, so we've got a bunch of glass being made in here and... Oh, no, what was I doing? What was I doing? Coal. I need coal. You think the Enderman was actually trying to return it to me, and I viciously killed him in the act of trying to make peace? Oh, that would be... My pick's dying. Just going to fill up with some sand, and then I'm going to call it a night. I hear in the nether. Yes. Cook a cactus. Can I cook cactus? That seems a little... Did I just do what I thought I did? Yep. Oh, well. Oh, dear. You forgot to take the spade, says the chat. A little late. Don't blame the delay. Excuses, excuses. You let me down. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's a fast pickaxe. Give me a second, guys. Okay. Okay, let's have a look what I got. I got a lot. Sandstone. Actually, sandstone is something I need a ton of. Possibly more than I need... well, no, probably not more than I need glass. But I definitely need quite a bit of it, so... Oh my god! Sandstone's pretty weak stuff, isn't it? What the hell? Okay, that just feels weird. Even the sand seems to be getting dug up faster. I feel like something's weird's going on. Yeah, I guess this beats digging sand at the bottom of the sea. I'm going to admit that. Nice sunny day in the desert. A little more pleasant, isn't it? Bit of a holiday, get a bit of a suntan. Yeah. It's still pretty hypnotic, this game. Oh, nice. Got some music. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. Sandstone really is actually remarkably fast to dig, isn't it? Because if this was stone, it would take... Well, stone goes pretty quickly as well. Oh, God. I've just realised. Won't be picking any of that up. I'm really here for sand, though, I think. I think I've now got a hell of a lot of sandstone. Oh, I still need one more. Yeah, no suggested new games. I've got too many games to play. I still haven't played Ark. Ark. I still haven't played that. I got so many games I haven't played. It's insane. I must be the only... well, probably not the only person, but one of the few people who feels guilty because I've not played enough games. I know. What a problem to have, right? It's like, I'm sorry, guys. I really want to play more. I just can't. Don't have time. It's a hard life. Do you enjoy the Souls games? I enjoyed number 2. It was okay. It got a bit repetitive. You know, there's nothing really about it that made me stick. It's not a sticker for me, as it were. I tried Dark Souls 1, but I just couldn't get it working at 60 frames a second. I tried the things you're supposed to do to get it unlocked so you can get 60 frames a second, but it just kept crashing. It just kept crashing the game for me. So, never managed to get it working. That's a shame. Would have tried it. Not at 30 frames a second, obviously, but, you know, if I could have got mouse working... I was told that it was a really tough one to use mouse on. I would have even thought about trying controller, although that would have been hilariously bad. No, I got 60 frames a second in DS2. DS1, massive problems. Had some idiot on one of my videos telling me that I needed to do some medical research before I made comments along the lines of that I could see the difference between below 60 frames a second, because he said there's just, if you knew anything about medicine or if you did some medical research, you'd know anything over 24 you can't tell the difference. Seriously, I had someone saying that. It's 2015. 2015. How is it possible that we're having that argument in 2015? It's just insane. I mean, the argument as to whether... Here's the thing. The argument hasn't been whether we can see 30 frames a second or 60 frames a second difference. The argument has been, can we see between 100 and 120 for the last 10 or 15 years? You know, that's back in the early 2000s, that was the argument people were having with me. You can't really see the difference between 80 frames a second and 120, which I could. And I proved to several doubters a number of times. But that was the argument. That was in the early 2000s. Nobody was arguing 30 frames a second versus 60 frames a second in those days. That argument had died. That one, you know. But I mean, that was the thing. This was pre-LCD monitors. When the idea of playing a game at 60 frames a second was insanely bad. You know, gamers were like, I'm not buying an LCD monitor. I can't take dropping down to 60 frames a second. I think it is. I think it's LCD monitors that have done it. I think LCD monitors have convinced a new generation of gamers that 60 frames a second is the holy grail. But those of us who've been gaming in a long time and remember the old CRT monitors, we've been playing plus 100 for a long time. No self-respecting Counter-Strike player would have played below 100 frames a second. None. And now in 2015, we're having an argument about 30 frames. You can't see the difference over 24 frames a second. It's like, you might as well say to me, oh, you can't see any resolution over 600 by 400. The human eye can't see that many pixels. It's like, wow, what are you smoking? Yeah, CRT monitors were the bomb. I had this really nice ISO monitor. Just superb quality. You're surprised that people give about FPS. Why? It's probably the most important thing in a game when it comes to graphics. To me, there are two things in graphics: frames per second and aliasing. Get rid of those and I can take most everything else. As long as I get over 60 frames a second and good anti-aliasing, I'm a happy bunny. All the other stuff, that's just for people who are like graphics nutters. For me, it's not about how it looks, it's how it feels. Anti-aliasing looks bad, but that's the one thing I have a bugbear over graphically. Bad aliasing really bothers me. But apart from that, for me, frames per second is not about how it looks. It never has been. It's how it feels. FPS is how it feels. It's just simple as. Yeah, of course 100 frames per second feels smoother. Much smoother. I tell you what, here's the thing. I was playing around a lot with Fallout 4 before I started playing it. Trying to get everything stable, working on settings, that type of thing. And I'll tell you something. The game looks so much better at 75 frames a second than it does at 60. There's a sweet spot, and it's about 75 to 80. Beyond 80, you can feel a little bit of difference, but it's not like overwhelming. It's not overwhelming. Although I wonder if I'd say that back when I was used to 120 all the time. The thing is, because I do a lot of Let's Plays now, I think I'm far more forgiving of low frame rate, and so I actually now forgive, you know, if I get 75 or 80 frames a second, because I'm used to recording at 60, because I'm used to accepting 60 for you guys. This is me being wonderful again. I accept 60 frames a second for you guys. As if I wasn't recording, I'd be pushing it way beyond. Maybe not in a Bethesda game, though. Well, I probably would. Here's the thing. If I wasn't recording, I would probably actually play at over 60, and I'd put up with the glitches. That's how much FPS means to me. I'd put up with the glitches any day of the week. But as I said, because I'm kind of getting used to 60 frames a second, I'm getting less offended by it. It's less of an issue. But even when I bumped it up to 75, God, it felt good. It felt good. And I was playing around in the starting area, and it was so much easier to see things for me. I cannot explain that. But when I'm trying to like find things in the game, the 70 frames a second when I'm turning make it feel so smooth. I find it easier to look at things. I just find it easier to look at things without getting tired. It feels nice. I feel so much more in touch. It's really hard to describe. Well, the other thing that made it feel good was I wasn't V-syncing either. Because I was testing... What I was hoping to try and do was record using software. I really wanted to be able to record using something like Bandicam. But I just couldn't get the quality with Bandicam and keep the frame rate at all. I just couldn't do it, which was really, unfortunate. But what I was doing was I was G-syncing. Because I was recording with software, I didn't need to V-sync. I could G-sync. And I was G-syncing. So, of course, I got no mouse lag. Because I'm sort of used to playing... When I play Let's Plays with V-sync, for obvious reasons. I don't want tearing on my videos. But, of course, when you're used to not V-syncing for playing games, especially games that are FPS-type games... When I switch back to G-Sync, God, it feels good. God, it feels so responsive. The mouse feels nice. It feels really sharp. It's just so easy to aim, so easy to look at things. Everything just feels faster, sharper, smoother, just nicer. There is one day, if Shadowplay, for example, if Shadowplay would fix... If they would get their act together, if NVIDIA would get their act together and get Shadowplay actually bloody doing what it needs to do, which is record voice audio to a different track, the same way every other bloody recording program does, I would use Shadowplay in a heartbeat and G-Sync. Oh God, that would be gorgeous. That would be gorgeous. Because if I G-Sync, and I'm recording on software, you still get no tearing either. You get absolutely perfect video. But because I'm G-syncing, I get perfect video and no mouse lag. It would be glorious. Glorious, glorious, glorious. DXtory is very, very good, but it is a performance beast if you want to record high quality. You can record a lossless format, but unfortunately, I never managed to get it recording well at 60 frames a second. It always looks stuttery, and I think it's purely because of the sheer amount of data it's storing on the drives. Realistically, the smoothest I found for recording 60 frames a second is Shadowplay. Oh, we're not picking up now. Is Shadowplay and Rec Central, AvaMedia Rec Central, which is the hardware solution I've got. Ha 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 ha! Mr. Witch. That was a witch, right? That was a witch, of course it was. Oh. Are those his main channel? What? Did cloning monitors problem ever get fixed in Fallout 4? Yeah. I fixed it. I still clone the monitors. It's not perfect. The solution is not perfect. It's not the world's greatest performance, but I at the very least get. Oh, okay, right. So now what I need to do is. I wonder if I can send the cart now. Probably not. Oh, I don't mind adaptive sync. Whatever. I don't care what they use. As long as I don't need to VSync and I can do software recording, I'm happy. But the software recording, like I said, it would be phenomenally good for me. But unfortunately, okay, I need a bit of. As I said, until Shadowplay gets their act together, I'm stuck with the hardware recording, and therefore 60 frames a second. Don't stream Dark Souls again. It did not go well last time. Why did it not go well last time? Went okay last time. The only time it went badly was when everyone insisted I try the bloody controller. That's when it went badly. It was like, you know, people would just let me play with a mouse. It was like, no, you have to use a controller, dude. You play so much better, dude. You play so much better. Oh, bloody well won't. How much hard drive space do I need for recording? Oh, I was fine. It was the chat that was the problem. Oh, I can believe that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I record game sound and voice audio separately. And there are 1,000 reasons for that, actually. Who was that? Someone just subscribed. Toronark. Thank you for the resub. Yeah, no, I've actually done a video about why I have to do it. But yeah, if you record your voice and the game audio at the same time, and then the game audio gets loud compared to your voice, it drowns it out, and vice versa. I'm sorry if I start whispering in a game like this. I can't tweak it. And what I have the audios on different channels, I have different compressors on them. So I have one compressor that keeps my voice at a sort of constant volume. Or at least within certain boundaries. So when I'm whispering, it's still audible, but when I shout, it doesn't blow your eardrums out. But I don't do that with the game sound, or at least I don't do it as much. I make the game sound reduce the loud sounds, so if you get gunshots, it reduces the gunshots, but I don't make it raise the non-loud sounds, because then it sounds weird in the game. It sounds weird because all of a sudden the wind sounds unnaturally loud or something like that because there's a silent moment. So you want different compressors on the different sounds. And you certainly don't want them mixing with each other. There is also the fact that occasionally, for example, I might want to cut something in that I've said. Let's just say I accidentally swear and want to replace it with a beep, but I don't want to replace the game sound. I mean, that doesn't happen very often. In fact, I can't actually remember it ever happening. I normally go, but you know what I mean? That type of thing. Or if I want to fade out on a clip, and basically I say something and I want to end what I say there, but I want the game sound to carry on a tiny bit longer because it always sounds smoother. With separate audios, I can do that. It also means occasionally, for example, if I cough or sneeze or something like that, I can see it, I can cut that out. I can do all sorts of little things. For somebody like me, separate channel audio is an almost must-have. It really is. A lot of people don't get it, and I understand. Of course you don't get it. I mean, why would you? But I would never go back to same channel audio, ever. In fact, I've never done it. I've never done Let's Plays with that type of audio. No, with one exception. My Amnesia Let's Play, because DXtory did not like Amnesia at all. Really hated it. And what else? I'm trying to think what the hell I was saying. I've lost my thread now. I've actually lost my bloody thread. Yes, I have. Right, I'm gonna need a cart. Oh, now I can leave a shovel here. Don't need to bring a shovel with me. Am I leaving the diamond pick here? Yeah, why not? The jellyfish, welcome! I literally can't. I can't remember what the hell I was saying. Microphone, recording separate audio. Oh yeah, right. Now a lot of people will turn around to me and say, "Oh, Ravenev, thank you for the resub." We'll say things like, "Well, you can record your audio on Audacity and then sync it up afterwards," and you can, but it's one hell of a pain in the ass to do if you're doing it a lot. If I was doing that once every blue moon, maybe once a week, I'd think about it. I would. But you've got to remember, I stop and start the recording during my Let's Plays quite often, you know. I mean, occasionally something will happen, I'll need to pause, you know, and or I'll be doing some inventory management, and what I'll do is I will stop the recording, leave the inventory open, because time has slowed during that moment, and then I will go visit the little boy's room, or get a drink or something like that, you know. I mean, I could do things like this. If I was doing it with Audacity, I'd have one long bloody recording and lots of little video recordings. Syncing it up would be a nightmare. So I'd end up having to leave it recording full stop. So then I'd end up with like really stupidly long clips and I'd have to clip them correctly. And the big problem with doing it with Audacity isn't just the extra time. It's the fact that occasionally you're going to get the sync badly wrong. You are occasionally going to sync it badly. And, you know, maybe only 1 in 50 times. But seeing as I probably record 8 clips per Let's Play, that means 1 every 5 Let's Plays gets an audio problem. I upload it and I get complaints. I have to resync it. Oh, God, no, it's just a nightmare. No way. No, 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 no. I'm just going to wait for this glass to finish. I'm not cooking a cactus. Should I tip him to tell him about the mic split vid or no? Depends on what you're going to try and tell me. I've tried an awful lot of things. Animal Zero, thank you for the resub. Am I going to make my own mods for Minecraft? Probably not. How about a new Skyrim Let's Play? Probably when Skywind comes out. Why not take the train? I'm going to take the train, but oh, I explained why that video probably wouldn't work. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, you've got to remember, I've just, it's probably easier if you just assume I've actually thought of and tried everything. If it's on the internet, I've probably tried it, because I would love to use Shadowplay. I would. I'd really love to use Shadowplay, hands down. I would love to use it. But I couldn't use it for streaming now, for example, because it's too intensive. At least I don't think so. I like using... I like having control. I do. I like having control of the stream so that, you know, I can do things like this. Is it me, or did that take a long time for it to kick in this time? I just felt like that took a long time to kick in, like it just didn't want to do it. Okay. Fear the moo! What just happened? You got mooed, that's what just happened. Now I've got a door here, right? Which would be unfortunate because my force field won't allow me to now go through that door. Oh, we're not quite done, are we? We're not quite done. However, I cunningly expected this problem. Oh, wrong pickaxe. Oh, what's the only pickaxe I've got? See, I cunningly expected this problem, and thus planned in advance to have. Hey, hey! See? See? I probably should make it steps instead, shouldn't I? I probably should make it steps. But still, doesn't matter. The important thing is, I can actually... I think these are half. Yeah, everything's half so nothing can spawn. That's the idea. Everything's half so nothing can spawn. So I can now get to that door. See? Forethought. So, let's just... They don't spawn on half things. Interestingly enough. Which is kind of cool. Oh, I didn't need to take all that or this. Let's put those back. Hello, Cherub. Happy Gopher. Oh, sorry, I thought you said hello, Gopher. I thought you were here for a while. But won't they spawn anyways? Not on half slabs. No, they don't spawn on half slabs. Half slabs are the things that stop them. It's rails they bloody spawn on, the little interesting people. Oh, God. Go! Right. And yeah, let's take these through. You find a diamond, go to the nether, fall in lava and leave. I've got loads of diamonds, mate. I got so many diamonds and don't know what to do with them. Just... Oh, we're full. Whoa, look at that. See, now that's a collection of sand and sandstone. Yes, it is. Just in case you hadn't realised what that was. You know, you might have. So, making a bit more glass for the railway. Oh, so close to be done. I probably don't need to worry too much about it. I've never seen them spawn in here, oddly enough. Never seen them spawn in here. I think they only ever really spawn there. There's some rules for it, and we've never quite figured the rules out. But they never seem to spawn in this area. But it's like more of a completionist thing at this point, where it's like, you know, I want my force field to be complete. I want it to come to about there. To the desert out. See, look at this. Look at this. Make a diamond lava tower. Yeah. Crazy talk. Thank you for the resub. Yeah. See, I've still got my crappy railway here. Look at this. Crappy railway. What a crappy railway this is. Look at it. Only one wide, barely goes anywhere. Horrible corners. My God, I should demolish this thing. I was so pleased with this. I was so bloody pleased with this railway. God. This is how small my thinking was in these days. No sense of style. No sense of bloody style. Ah, well. Keep it for posterity. You don't should keep it for posterity. I don't know. I might end up going in that direction, but if I do, I'm widening the damn thing. Oh, God, come on. 3 more. 3 more. Or should I not? Should I make it 2 more and leave this one empty? Because, you know, like... Because it would kind of suit, wouldn't it? Down the fact we've got 2. Let's have a look. Let's see how it looks. Let's see how it looks. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. It's kind of a nice boundary, isn't it? It's kind of a nice boundary. But they technically could spawn here, I suppose. They never have, though. Does it look okay? Look okay? Looks fine. Looks fine. Okay. So, I now have... All I see are shapes and blocks. That's Minecraft, dude. What were you expecting? All I see is shapes and blocks. There's shapes and blocks. You just described this entire game. There is nothing more to it. Even the shapes are blocks. Yes, they are. So, I'm going to put some of the sand in my smelter to make some more glass, because I'm probably going to need a little more. Although, I'm not sure how much more we're going to need. Look at that. That is insane. insane. That is insane. What have we been doing all these months? We need our heads testing. Do you know that? We need our heads testing. Okay. But yes, I'm including all of you in that. Because you've been here with me. You maniacs. Okay. So, I am going to need some more smooth, but I'm also almost certainly going to need a little more of the normal sandstone, because we've got some more stairs to make. We've got... Yes, we do. But I still need to bring some of that stuff over here, so let's put that there for now. Pick up the rest. Been here forever. Oh yes, yes indeed. And the sun has come up. God damn it. I love this place. Did I expect it would take this long when I started it? No, the thing is, I was expecting to make it... You know when I said a lava tower, I was expecting to do something like, you know, like 5 blocks wide by 5 blocks wide. And for some reason, I didn't think it would be that tall, you know. I didn't realize it was going to be... You know, I was going to have 2 layers, and then I was going to... My original plan was to just basically have, like, a glass tube with lava going down the center and then stairs going around the outside. Having stairs going around the inside and lava on the outside kind of made this a little bigger. Things just got out of hand, really. Basically, we started with a small idea and it just got crazy, which is a bit of a theme with me and Minecraft, isn't it? Me and Che have got to get back to our bridge building. Well, not bridge building, temple exploring. We left ourselves exploring a temple. We were about to explore a bloody temple. Oh my god. And we didn't do it. We didn't do it. That's terrible, isn't it? That really is. How could we not? How could we not? I'm probably going to end up making more glass than I need, you know that? Probably am. I'm okay with that. That's... Should I just save some sand just on the off chance? Maybe I should. Just in case we don't have enough for glass or sandstone, or save a little bit of sand right there. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these building materials back to my lava tower, so that next time I start, I can literally jump right in and continue doing exactly what I've been doing the entire time. Well, no, this time we actually did some sand fishing as well. Been pretty industrious, actually. Save the sand. Yeah, we really did. We were going to, but then Fallout 4 happened and other stuff. And yeah, once I get lava, I can destroy all of these torches as well. That'd be nice, won't it? I think I'd ruin the look. Well, I don't actually. You could argue the ones here on the column look pretty good. Yeah, they do actually. Yikes! Blah. Feeling a bit nauseous already. Let me good. Okay, halfway up. Well, this is halfway up our damned tower. Alright, but I can take all of this up. This is halfway up. This doesn't even look very high anymore, does it? This just does not look very high up at all. No, it doesn't. You've never been to the Nether with 1,000 hours in Minecraft? Dude, go to the Nether, it's cool. Build a railway. Make an elevated railway with a glass force field connecting two nether gates. Yeah, I don't feel as sick with this slightly reduced field of view. Okay, I do want to just actually finish the one row I was on because it would basically bug me. It would. So we're gonna finish this row, preferably without dying. See, this looks a little higher up, doesn't it? Okay, so, oh my god, no, look. We're not too far from actually meeting the first upper platform. Then we're gonna have to decide what the hell we're doing. Am I gonna make a dome that then pour the lava in there, or am I gonna pour the lava first and then build something on top of it? I just okay, this is going to get yeah. Really haven't... Yeah, okay. Don't know what I'm going to do. Can't decide. See, what I'm thinking is have a platform and then carry on building up a little. Carry on building up a little and then have a top platform but that doesn't have a wide balcony bit. And that's the bit I'll control the lava from. Something like that, probably. Airship mooring tower. Oh, God. If you could get airships in this game, this would be... awesome, wouldn't it? God, look at this. Oh my God, look at that. That is insane. Everyone's like, finish it. No, you see, look, there's 4 more layers. There's 4 more layers and it's 2 a.m. Oh, no, there's 3 more layers. There's 3 more layers. Fuck. God damn it. I gotta go to bed. Oh, right, yeah, of course. Okay. And then... right, now, under there, I'm going to need... Probably the easiest way to do this is to actually... Oh, did I lose one down there? I think I did. I think I lost one down there, which kind of sucks. That. And... probably... I can't remember how we did it. I have a feeling we actually did a full bridge like that because... Otherwise, no, we didn't. No, we didn't. I'm a liar. I'm a liar. I am a liar. Did I get those 2? I did. I only got 2. Good God, I've lost a lot of things down there, and I can't be bothered going and getting them before we finish. No, I can't. Right. Okay. 1 more row, and we're actually... was gonna... oh, no, I have to remember what I'm doing with those. I can't quite remember exactly what I had decided with regards this, to be honest. I may have to go back down again and see how I handled it last time. Oh, no. Oh, I'm never going to get that one back. Okay. Think it was something like this. And then I'm pretty sure I also had to have glass on there. I need to go down and actually look at how I did it. God, I came up here, the sun was rising. I was going to leave with the sun shining and the music playing. Bloody sun's going down now. So, right here. Okay, how did I do this then? I did this with... yeah, it's full planks all the way across, actually. Full blocks all the way across. And glass, as far as I can see. Pretty sure that's glass all the way through. Okay, right. Take the hint, go to bed. Well, I know, but I want to get the platform level done now, just because, you know. We get the platform level done. Then I've got to make the top. God knows what we're doing with the top. God knows how we're doing it at all, to be honest. That's going to take some thinking. But, right, so, yeah. Now, basically what happened here is we just had a solid for this. And of course we had to be like that for there. I can't remember. I suppose it had to be like this. I suppose. Ah, no, ooh. Oh, I have a feeling this glass layer's getting removed. I have a feeling that glass layer's getting removed. If memory serves me right, and I think it might for once. So I think, I may be wrong, I think I'm going to have to leave this. Actually, oh God, I probably shouldn't have done that outer layer now I think about it. I have a feeling that's where there should be a sandstone layer. I may be wrong. I may be wrong. God, I need an elevator. That might be the first mod I install. Or a jetpack mod. Jetpacks would be awesome. So yeah, right, yes, it's a layer of stone all the way around. That does make perfect sense. Otherwise, it would look structurally. Bleh. All right. Well, we're going to do that then. We're going to do that at the very least. Just so that we can say we've got the second stage done, and then really what we're building is the command capsule. Yes, we're back at Kerbal. Okay, so oh God, was it smooth sandstone? It was smooth, wasn't it? It was smooth. Oh, please tell me it was smooth sandstone. It was smooth. It was smooth. Please just... Keep thinking I'm going to fluff this and fall off. I'm going to go down and collect all my glass, though. I really am. Because, you know, we spent all that time making this stuff. And I'm using this pickaxe to save it. Don't let me accidentally break this pickaxe. I will be annoyed. And I will blame you all. Yes, I will. Okay. Oh, it needs to be one further down, doesn't it? Of course it does. Yes. I could possibly have figured a way of doing this without taking the top row, but I think it might have been too time consuming. It would have saved my pickaxe. Oh God, that pickaxe is about to break. It really is. Oh God, don't. At least let me finish this. At least let me finish this. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Be not horrible. Oh, yeah. So, glass there, smooth stone here for the doorway. Yeah, that's how that's going. Right, okay. Oh God, this pickaxe is terrifying me. Okay. I really have to go and fix this pickaxe before I do anything else. Now I have to remember how the hell I did the platform. I haven't... God, it's been a while. Okay, because we've still got a bloody platform to do, if you remember. You know, like where we're going to stand and look over the edge with... Oh, God, and I have to... Do you remember? Oh, no. Oh, God, do you remember how we did that? I had to build scaffolding. That was such a pain in the derriere. Okay, but that's the basic thing. We'll come out here. Ooh, oh, yes, all right. So, right, let's first of all go and pick all these pieces up. Second of all, go and see if I can enchant this pickaxe. If not, I might have to go mining to get some levels. I've only got level 20. I don't know how much I need to fix this pickaxe. I probably can fix it in a weak way. That won't hurt me too much. I can't remember how much it needs. Oh, I could have just jumped off, couldn't I? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, we gotta do that. Oh, I've still got some flat ones. Oh, I don't need the flat ones. We're just going to run. Run. Now, we should end at the top, shouldn't we? We should end at the top. Because the sun's coming up. The sun is coming up. This is where we should end. This is it. This is like top of the world. Almost. Okay. It doesn't like to be... Oh my god. Oh my god, look at that. Oh my god. I got quite a bit of distance from the tower, really, didn't I? Is there anything out here to pick up? Oh, I'm drowning. Quick! No! Whew. Oh, God. Is there anything on the outside? No, I picked a few up. Okay. Alright. I wonder how many people were just praying that I would fail there. So many of you. So many terrible people. That would not have been funny. No, it wouldn't. Because then I would have had to spend all of the next episode mining just to fix my pickaxe. And then you'd all complain. I should do that anyway, shouldn't I? Just to teach you all a lesson. How do I fix this damn thing? Can I? Oh, is that all it takes? What? Okay. That was a bit worrying the way that happened, but alright. Oh! It's because it broke. It broke. Okay, it broke. Right, then, do I have enough iron to make a new one? I can't remember what was it I have to do with iron. I have to make an iron block, don't I? How do I make them again? I've got to make... Oh, God. I think I need to make 3 iron blocks with 2 4 ingots, is it? 3 blocks, 4 ingots. Upside down T. On an upside down. 3 iron blocks on an upside down T. Alright, well, there's 3 blocks, but what's an upside down T? I mean, an upside down T to me is that, but that isn't right. So what do you mean by an upside down T? I mean, that would be... Oh! It's that, isn't it? It's not an upside down T. Oh! The iron ingot is an upside down T. I thought you meant the whole shape. I was going to say it's more of an I. I get it. I understand what you're saying now. And I've just used all my bloody iron. You know what that means? I'm going to have to bloody well go and do some... I am. I have to do it. I'm going to have to do some iron. Okay, that was loud. Look it up in night. You take all the fun out of this. You know, let's stop here. Okay. Then... Oh, wow. Look. It has the beginnings of a top. I really am going to have to figure out how the hell I did that. That's going to take some remembering. I really can't remember. I might have to go back through some of the video. I might have to actually go back through some of the bloody videos just to have a look at how the hell I did that. Shame I can't cut and paste, isn't it? But that's it. The next platform is going to be there. Because of the fish eyeing it, doesn't look as tall at the second part. I know I used a dirt scaffolding. I remember I used a dirt scaffolding, but that's not what I mean. I mean, what blocks did I place? And where and how many? All that. I got a system going where it actually looks like it could support itself, kind of, if you accept that those very thin sandstone columns could support all that bloody weight. Which is a fairly big assumption, isn't it? My God, you know, since I've done my field of vision, I can't quite get everything in. Mind you, it's also a little taller, isn't it? Find your trapdoor hobbit hole from the first episode. Yeah, I'll do that one day. We'll do that one day. Oh my God, that's insane, isn't it? That is insane. I've probably got more than enough glass now, you know. I really have. Oh my God. What the hell? If we'd have had any idea how much work this was going to be, do you think we would have done it? Really? Do you think we would have actually done this? Probably. But I have a tower that goes from the base of the sea to within 22 blocks of the skybox. That is insane, isn't it? Yes, it is. But whoa, how cool. Anyway, I think I have to leave it there. It's 2 a.m. I need help. Oh, God. Oh, it was good fun to get this done. It was nice to get back to a bit of Minecraft. It really was. Oh, dear. This is where we need music. Come on, game. Give me the music. We need a button. Press button to get music. Dear, oh, dear. It will look like a Cheetos when the lava pours. Yeah, here's the thing. What's going to happen if we pour lava in it and go, well, that's kind of crap, doesn't it? We're just going to, like, remove the lava and fill it with water instead? Just remove the lava, fill it with water. Have a water tower of doom. That might look cool as well. Water tower might actually look kind of cool as well. Who knows? That's why you put the lava on a switch. Yeah, we have to figure out if that's even possible. Like, or I'm sure it's possible, but how many bloody things we need. Oh. Now you can make a watchtower next to it. One of each. Yeah, we get a lava tower and say, look, well, the only way we're going to know for sure which is best is if we build another one right by the side of it and fill that with water and then look at them side by side. I mean, it's the only way, really, isn't it? Oh, God. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Then I'm going to start wanting to have some sort of weird pyrotechnics whereby the lava rotates, so it pours down one side, but once it gets to the bottom, it triggers something that closes the one at the top and opens the next one. So you get this kind of cascading lava flow that circles the entire lava tower or something. Something, you know, really stupid. Oh my God. I don't think you could do that because of the red. You'd need trails of red stone and repeaters and God knows what. It would be a little... Well, way to rain on my parade. But actually, the rain looks kind of good with the shaders, doesn't it? It makes it look kind of mystical. Yes, it does. Anyway, I am going. Good night, guys. Thanks for joining me. And I'll see you next time. No idea what we're going to be doing next time. I keep meaning to do some Warframe. I do mean to do some Warframe. I've got this quest to do. And, of course, there's still Vermintide, stabby, stabby, blah, blah. Okay? So, see you guys soon.